Hey guys, I just realized something very interesting, and God said I should share it with you too. God works in mysterious ways. God works very interestingly, and He was the one to inspire me to do this vlog channel where, interestingly, I posted this video about love and learning languages. But I just watched that video, and God spoke to me prophetically through that video where He spoke to me in the sense that that language where I talk that languages are worldviews, that the spiritual, right? The gospel is the language, right? It's the truth and it's the true worldview. And I realized something. I realized that when I was a child, like I was saying, when I was 3 years old, I was born into this family, into my family, that spoke this one language. And then I was put into this kindergarten all of a sudden where there was a whole different language used there, and I did not understand anyone there. And I had to sort of figure myself out there. So in 3 days, I was able to start saying words, right? Start speaking words and phrases, and then slowly I became able to speak the language itself, which I learned through like hearing, really listening to others. So it is like another native language, really. And so it's interesting how this is just exactly the same thing that happened to me spiritually, because I was lost in the world. I was deceived by the new age stuff, and then suddenly, Jesus, God came and took my hand, and He was like, don't be fooled by this world, I'm your God, I'm Jesus Christ, and He saved me, and He put me into exactly the same position where just like, there you go, learn the real stuff now. And I just had to learn it, and of course, like finally I'm seeing the truth. But it's so interesting because it's just exactly the same thing that happened to me in childhood with like languages of the world. Kind of physical things, right? Where now the same kind of thing happened to me spiritually. And yeah, it was just the same kind of shock, just figuring things out, which is the best way to learn, by the way. Anything you learn, actually, if you think about it, almost everything that I learned in my life basically was like that. Nothing was ever spoon-fed to me. It was just like a shocker, which is, the best results come when it's done that way, because you really do the work, you really put your best effort, and you're not wasting your time. But it's very, very interesting what I realized. So yeah, God is mysterious. God works in mysterious ways. God works in the ways that we can't understand it just like that. We can't grasp it just like that. And it's very interesting. So I thought I'd share it with you. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has experienced this kind of thing. But yeah, that's how God works. He does, put people into these positions so that they learn very quickly, and they, do, things like, especially when people underestimate someone, or when someone is disadvantaged. God really knows how to solve that kind of problem. But with the chosen ones, I heard this other chosen one speak about this on his channel, and he said that what was it? It was like, chosen ones never look like what they are. Like, they look kind of meek or like kind of weak, and so a lot of people underestimate them. But also because chosen ones don't think in the same way as the world does, and so people of the world, they kind of underestimate the chosen one, and they think that they're smarter because they know the ways of the world, but they don't realize that the chosen one knows the real truth, and the chosen one sees above the the worldly kind of way of thinking. And so they're very often underestimated and overlooked until God comes in, and sort of God puts his chosen ones into this battlefield, and then this under pressure these miracles form. But yeah, God knows what he is doing. So I guess I wanted to share with you the interesting experience of the languages of the world, and then the spiritual things, and also show you how interestingly God works. So I guess to conclude this video, follow God, trust in his miracles, give your life, give yourself to God completely, and you'll be surprised what he will do and what he can do. Okay, so yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you, so I'll see you next time.